The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Dolphins take over first and 10. Let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. Let's see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. On the run, it's Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Sponge. 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 Marvin Arnold. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
From the gun, Vic. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on third and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
So first and 10 now from the 30. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A nice gain of 21 yards. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. A run here with Brown. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. This is Mixon. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. On play action, Vic. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They come up now third and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Switch.
Vic readies to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Brandon Cooks, 73 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Brings up second and 2 at the 33-yard line.
You.
On second down now, it's Brown. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Watch the whip.
They'll run on 3rd down with Brown. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. 25 yards that time.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. What's up? 59, what's up? 59, what's up?
On 1st down, Grant. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a give, right side. It's Grant, and only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They will run with Grant. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
2nd and 12 at the 13-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They go with Brown. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. On 3rd down, it's Brown. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Bailey's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
His guys take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Here's Brown. And an alley to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Black 30. Hey, that's good. Switch.
Running right, here's Brown. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Here we go.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
Quarter.
Brings up second and 8.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That will allow them to disrupt the play.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Roethlisberger will stay out there, and they're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he gets it inside the 35. Just shy of the 30.
To Juju Smith-Schuster. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Raiders.
Start! Black 20. Hey. Take 2 of them. Here I come.
They'll run on first down. Brown. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
230.
Brought down at the 26.
Check. Lucky.
Brings up second and 4.
Black is good.
Right back to Brown.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a third down.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. This is Grant. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
It's a gain of 3.
Here's Grant. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd down, it's Brown. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game.
And now look at him go. 30, the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. Taking it in. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Bailey got the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Vic will look to throw on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Going deep to the end zone for Juju. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It was Logan Ryan that time who knocked it away. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going deep for Brown. And that one incomplete. They tried to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. They'll run it here with Brown. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Here's Roethlisberger. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Roethlisberger. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 26.
First down, Raiders.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead. But I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Brown. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. They'll run now with Brown. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 12-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Roethlisberger. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. They begin with Michelle on the ground. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. It's a play fake. Now Vic rolling to his right. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Vic now. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 32. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defense coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. They'll run. This is Brown. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel, make sure they get their security deposit back.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here on this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo
Exactly.
going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
He cannot get away. Down goes Vic. David Onyemata. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. 3rd and long for Vic. This is caught. It's close. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. It's a big play there for Miami. And even 40 yards. Vic operating on 1st down. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And down to the 29-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28. On the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that? Being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. And with that, we sign off from Miami.